At forward, 6'10", number 25, Robert Ory. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Kenny Smith. At shooting guard, at 6'4", number 10, At forward, 6'10", number 33, Hornets. At center, 7 foot, number 34, Hakeem
Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Saturday, they head back home to host the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
So the Hornets starting 5. They've got Johnson, and it's Mourning in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, what's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Pass to Maxwell. Here's Thorpe. Shoots over Johnson. The shot by Thorpe, no good. Here's Scott, covered by Smith. Scott can't get it to go. And it's Houston's ball. Smith outside. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup is good off the glass.
Look, when Olajuwon has the ball inside, there's not a lot you can do. He is extremely gifted in close.
To the right side, here's Scott. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Smith. Here's Olajuwon. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
First one falls.
What Hakeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Here's Scott. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, B.A. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
He makes a first. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Thorpe. To the left side wing. Here's Olajuwon. The bank shot, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the middle. The lob. Very well done.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Maxwell. Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by Mourning. Here's Scott. Over to the wing. And a two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Fifth in opponent field goal percentage, and they earned a place in the top 5 for fast break points. This squad really knew how to make the most of the open court and punish their opponents in transition.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Maxwell. 6 to shoot. Back to Smith. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Strong take by Kenny Smith, a chance to add another.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Their second personal. Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Kenny Smith. At the line, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Smith. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. To the inside. Shot from the low block. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
Yeah, sweeping this club in the last season's series was probably the highlight of an underwhelming year.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, but when the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
Rockets trail by 5. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Olajuwon. No good with a layup.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Now here's Smith. He's guarded closely. Pass to Olajuwon. To end the run. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Olajuwon's got 6 points.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far. Maxwell passes to Smith. Here's Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. He has 6. Goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
Here's Scott. Pass to Mourning. Here's Scott, covered by Smith. And that one, good. He's got 11.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Let's give a warm, right now, welcome to your Rock City Panthers.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets 4th.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
Rockets trail by 5. Smith outside. That's tipped. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Scott. No good on the triple. The Rockets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Smith outside. Here's Horry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon. Rebounded by Mourning.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Scott, covered by Smith. Fades. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got his third basket on the night right there.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Maxwell. Back to Smith. Tries the spin move. It's blocked. Here's Scott. He has 7. Outside Curry. From deep, Johnson sinks the tray.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Thorpe. Here's Horry. He's covered by Curry. Here's Maxwell looking to end the run. And the three-pointer goes.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
It's the moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. B.A.?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Smith outside. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. Olajuwon passes to Smith. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Here's Scott. 11 points in the game. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Cassell. Here's Ellie. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he knocks down the first one. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Ellis. Fades away. Scott with a rebound. A deep three. Holland with a rebound. Rockets trail by 12. Here's Cassell. No points so far. Here's Holland. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Bogues. Pass to Scott. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Cox. Here's Ellis. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Bogues. Pass to Scott.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Man. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Cassell. Here's Cox. Here's Holland. Here's Ellis. Rebounded by Johnson.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Sinks it from distance.
3.
Scott's got 16 points now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Ellie. Here's Cassell. Shot clock at 5. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Bogues. Yet to see a basket. Here's Scott. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Cassell passes to Ellis. Here's Holland, covered by Johnson. Here's Cassell. They need this. Yep, that one goes. Here's Bogues. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Scott can't get it to go. Here's Cassell. Soft touch off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
1 second left. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
We've also seen them tearing it up down in the post tonight. So far, the defense just hasn't had any good answers for them down low.
Charlotte leading by 12. On the court for Charlotte. Knocks it loose. Here's Cox. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Cox has got his first points of the game.
He's such a selfless player. This guy just makes winning play after winning play.
Here's Bogues. No points yet. Pass to Gill. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Here's Herrera after the basket by Charlotte. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Gill. There's a screen. Jacks up a three. Ellis with a rebound. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Down low. Here's Cox. Banked it in off the glass. Cox has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Bogues. Inside. To the left wing. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Carr. It's rebounded by Herrera. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Cox to the wing on the left. Pass to Herrera. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Ellis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Hornets leading by 10. Here's Bogues. No made baskets yet. Here's Gill. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3.
My goodness, I think Gill was just feeling that one. He went right up from behind the arc and knocks it down.
Pass to Horry. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He does not get the second one. Hornets leading by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Scott. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Cassell. Here's Herrera. Ellie, pass to Cassell. Pulls it. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gill. He's got 5. The kick out to Johnson. Off the left rim and out. Rockets trail by 12. Ellie, pass to Cassell. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Scott. 11 points in the game. Pass to Mourning. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Here's the pick. Here's Cassell. Herrera, no good. Outside Johnson. Pass to Gill. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. Gill's got 8 points.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
All right, fans, it's Tankscam time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. People dancing. Nice try. It's all good. Show us those moves.
He's checked in for Gill.
Substitution on the court.
Rockets trail by 13. Here's Cassell. He's got 6. Pass to Ellie. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olajuwon. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Outstanding job by Thorpe. He was looking to draw the contact and get the foul called, and he got it done.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Otis Thorpe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
You know, Thorpe has a lot of natural ability that makes him a good fit for his position. He's got that strength, which lends itself to good, productive play inside.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. To the left wing. Here's Newman. And the Hornets, another 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Cassell passes to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. To the middle. Here's Cassell. Scott with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Here's Maxwell. They set the screen. Pass to Thorpe. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Johnson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Scott. Now Johnson. From outside the arc. And Charlotte, another 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Cassell. He's got 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Olajuwon. To stop the run. And rejected.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker who does a good job timing his jump.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Scott's checked in for Charlotte. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, Houston with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Scott. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Scott's got 19 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Cassell. Here's Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got 4 rebounds now.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Scott. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Here's Cassell. He's got 6. Pass to Maxwell. With the floater. And he sinks the layup. Maxwell's got his second basket on the night.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And here's Charlotte now. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Out to the right wing. Here's Scott. Off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. Olajuwon. Great positioning on the putback. Olajuwon's got 10 points.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's Scott. 21 points in the game. Here's Maxwell. Lets it fly. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside Johnson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And one of the problems they had, stretching out the D. They didn't have the shooters. They were impatient. It's something they vowed to fix going forward.
first free throw is good.
Larry Johnson, such a powerhouse of a player. I mean, you look at how well built he is. I mean, the athleticism to go with that physique. Boy, he can really beat you up with his physicality.
And Johnson drops them both. Here's Cox. Pass to Ellis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Cheminsky's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Houston has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Ellis passes to Curtin. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Charlotte ball. On the floor for the away team, number 33, Alonzo Mourning.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Scott. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Pass to Scott. Pulls up at the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Scott's got 20.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Holland. He's covered by Curry. To the inside. Cox, the pass to Ellis. Here's Cox. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Curtin. Shoots over Johnson. Curtin with the bucket. Curtin's got his first basket.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Here's Scott. 20 points for him.
Cox. First personal foul. Second team foul.
After a really sharp shooting first quarter, not shooting as well here in the second.
Basket's good. He's got 22.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Pass to Curtin. Oh, they pick off the pass. Now the Hornets moving it up. Moving it up. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, Johnson showing you that impressive leaping ability. Terrific at rising up for the throwdown.
Well, Houston's shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Curtin. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Mourning's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Scott. 21 points in the game. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Charlotte on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Houston Rockets.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the scoreboard as well, Shaq. It may not be their only issue, but it's a big problem.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
You got a game within a game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Pass to Scott. And here's Johnson. The three. Smith with the rebound. And for the Hornets, they've got Johnson. And it's Scott in at the point guard position. From deep. The offensive rebound. Scott passes to Mourning. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Smith. 5 to shoot. Here's Thorpe, covered by Johnson. Fast break, here come the Hornets. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Scott. Lets it fly. Scott can't get it to go.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
Here's Maxwell. Scott with a rebound. Scott's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Here's Mourning. And he slams it in one-handed.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Smith. After the basket by Charlotte. Out left to the wing. Here's Olajuwon. 10 points for him. And there's the rejection. Here's Scott. Pass to Scott. Over to the wing. Shoots. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 24 points.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And Houston is shooting 34% thus far in this game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Olajuwon. Scott with a rebound.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Scott passes to Johnson. From behind the arc. Rockets with a rebound. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Thorpe. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, they get one to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
The Hornets have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8 to the right side. Here's Scott. And he gets that one. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Olajuwon. He's got 10, looking to get it going. Blocked!
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Scott. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith outside. To the inside. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 12 points.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Scott. He's got 21. Pass to Scott. A shot from the high post. It's hauled in by Houston. Thorpe's got 5 rebounds in the game. From the arc. Here's Olajuwon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 14.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Scott. 26 points for him. It's hauled in by Houston. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Maxwell. They set the pick. Pass to Thorpe. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Scott can't get it to go.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Smith passes to Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. He's got 14. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Hits both from the stripe. And here's Charlotte now. Here's Simpson. Outside Johnson. Pass to Newman. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Newman's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Timeout call, Houston.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Attention! On to the floor right now is your block crew. Let's hear you make some noise. Attention, fans. Now on the court is your Rock. Get loud and let's hear it. It's team time.
Here's Cassell. 6 points for him. Pass to Bullard. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Charlotte has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Here's Simpson. He shoots a 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Brooks. There's the screen. There's the drive. Deflected. Now Johnson. 10 points for him. Newman. Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
You also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
And that one misses. Well, the Rockets shooting just about 33% since this second half started.
Charlotte foul. Simpson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
The line for Houston. Sam Cassell. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
Team foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Johnny Newman.
1 shot.
At the line for 1.
Here's Holland. Pass to Ellie. Launches a 3. The rebound by Gaddison. The Hornets shooting 39% from the field in the third. Here's Newman. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Ellie. Still no points. Pass to Cassell. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Simpson. Here's Gaddison. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here. Both shots good from the stripe. Houston is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Cassell. He's got 11. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Pass to Gill. Here's Newman. Off target from outside. And the Rockets with possession. Unloads from 13. Cassell misses. The Hornets shooting around 53%, a nice number. Gaddison passes to Bogues. Here's Gill. Six to shoot. They set a pick. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. And the Rockets shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. And it's Jaminski with a rebound. Jaminski's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bogues. Yet to see a basket. With his first shot attempt. Ellis with a rebound. Ellis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Ellie. Down low. Here's Herrera. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And for Charlotte, they're shooting just 36% in the third. Here's Gaddison. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
One shot.
A minute 50 left in the third. To the left side wing. To the middle. Here's Ellie. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Charlotte making a change here. Gill's checked in.
Line for Houston, Mario Ellie. One shot.
And Ellie is a terrific role player. I mean, talkative, fiery, a leader, and producer at both ends of the floor. His passion and personality make a difference on any team.
Here's Salone. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Bogues. Fires for 3. Rockets with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Ellie. Here's Cox. The 3-ball connects from downtown.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Bogues. Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Ellie. And the three off target.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Driving inside.
Boy, the speed of Muggsy Bogues really serves him well. He's so good at getting a step on the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Hornets, Muggsy Bogues. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls.
I know I'm not the first person that said this, but the heart Bogues plays with is incredible. He can go up against bigger guys because he's willing to just put in the work and outwork them.
He's perfect from the line this time. Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Herrera. Here's Ori. He's scoreless. Smith uses the glass to finish the layup.
Known as a jump shooter primarily, Smith is also skilled at getting it done in close.
Here's Gill. With 1 on the clock. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Charlotte on top, running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Pass to Ori. Here's Olajuwon. Shot from the low post is good.
Boy, great body control that time by Olajuwon. Really hard to knock him off balance.
And for the Hornets, they've got Johnson, and it's Scott in at the point. And there's a pick. Here's Gill. Pass to Gaddison. Shot blocked. Here's Maxwell. Smith outside. Maxwell passes to Olajuwon. Four on the clock. Here's Smith, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one.
If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
Pass to Johnson. And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Smith passes to Ori. Here's Olajuwon over to the left wing. Here's Maxwell. Fires from the wing. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 20.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Here's Gaddison, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much greater.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. Scott's checked in for Gill. No good on the second free throw. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Ellie. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Scott. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Cassell, pass to Ellie. Here's Olajuwon. Second chance effort. Misses from close range. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And another basket for Charlotte.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
Well, the Rockets shooting only 39% so far in the game. Here's Maxwell. Down low. Here's Thorpe. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Newman. Here's Scott. Ball stolen. Here's Maxwell. Here's Cassell. 5 to shoot. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Newman. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Maxwell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Scott. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And Houston has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Thorpe. To the wing, right side. Here's Olajuwon. Will it go? And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Mourning's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Pass to Ellie. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Olajuwon. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. From deep, Johnson. On target from range.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Thorpe. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thorpe's got 4 points this quarter. Charlotte has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Scott passes to Johnson. They get the rebound. And another shot. Scott can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxwell. Knocked away. And they're pushing it up. Lets it go from deep. Scott can't get it to go. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Ellie pass to Thorpe. Here's Cassell. They set the screen. Pass to Thorpe. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Here's Scott. Pass to Scott. The three is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Thorpe's got 8 rebounds in the game. Maxwell passes to Cassell. Here's Olajuwon. Rebounded by Mourning. Here's Newman. Here's Scott. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish! Man! Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Ellie. Here's Thorpe. Here's Cassell. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Newman, pass to Mourning. Here's Scott. He drops it from range. Scott's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Scott. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms,
2 minutes remaining.
It's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Charlotte's gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Pass to Scott.
Rockets foul. Sam Cassell. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hornets, Scott, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Freak.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
Here's Horry.
What you like about Robert Horry is his reliability. I mean, this team knows exactly what they can expect from him, and he delivers what they expect time and time again.
Robert Horry taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Scott passes to Jaminski. Here's Gaddison. Pass to Bogues. Here's Scott. 6 on the shot clock. And Charlotte, another 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Smith outside. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.